After a couple of post-war seasons of dingy black and white issues, collectors were in for a treat when they got their hands on 1950 Bowman baseball cards that spring. Featuring full-colored painted images of their heroes, and the Bowmans must have felt like they jumped out of the radio game of the week and into Little Leaguers' wax packs. And there were so many cards, 252 in all, and that just about any player you ever heard of was bound to be included, and plenty you never heard of too. And it came just in the nick of time, since Leaf decided not to issue any cards as the new decade dawned, and because no one even knew who Topps was yet. All those factors make this set an enduring part of hobby history, and these 12 most valuable 1950 Bowman baseball cards, as listed in the PSA Sports Market Report price guide for PSA 7 copies, a classic addition to any collection. Let's check them out. 1950 Bowman, Jackie Robinson, number 22. Robinson had long since moved into legend status when this 1950 Bowman card first saw the light of day, and subsequent years would only enhance that standing. Beyond breaking Major League Baseball's color barrier, Jackie was also a key member of the 1950 Brooklyn Dodgers team that eventually and finally won the World Series in 1955. This striking early Robinson card is a $2,500 buy in PSA 7 condition. 1950 Bowman, Ted Williams, number 98. Like Robinson, Ted Williams was a living legend before anyone knew what a Bowman card was. That's what happens when you hit 400 in a season, smack all sorts of home runs, fly fighter planes, and build yourself into one of the greatest pure hitters of all time. Williams' 1950 Bowman is a $750 card in graded near mint condition. 1950 Bowman, Mel Parnell, rookie card, number 1. Why is Mel Parnell breathing the same air as Robinson, Williams, and other Hall of Famers? Well, for one thing, Parnell was a superstar starter for the Boston Red Sox during a 10-year career that included an American League leading 25 victories in 1949. Plus, this is Parnell's rookie card. More importantly, this is the number 1 card in the set, and that means snagging it in any kind of decent condition is a tough proposition. In particular, slab near mint copies fetch north of $500 these days. 1950 Bowman, Yogi Berra, number 46. We're back in Cooperstown territory here with an early card of the catcher who would help hold the 1950s New York Yankees together and win 3 American League MVP awards in the process. Berra appears near the top of the value list for just about any set where he has a card, and his 1950 Bowman is a $500 plus buy in PSA 7 condition. 1950 Bowman, Phil Rizzuto, number 11. This card features a great action shot of another Yankees legend, shortstop Phil Rizzuto. Never mind that Bowman would use the same illustration in 1951. They're both great cards. The 50 version hammers down at close to $400 in PSA 7. 1950 Bowman, Bob Feller, number 6. Like a few others on this list, Feller was already a bona fide superstar and on a beeline to the Hall of Fame by the time he appeared in this classic wind-up shot. It's another in a long line of stellar Feller cardboard that excites collectors to this day, and it'll set you back around $300 in PSA 7. 1950 Bowman, Warren Spahn, number 19. Another big-time hurler, another $350 plus card in PSA 7. Spahn had been around for a while by 1950, but he still had a lot of years and a ton of victories ahead of him as he crafted his Cooperstown case with the Boston and Milwaukee Braves. 1950 Bowman, Wee Reese, number 21. Rizzuto's counterpart in Brooklyn, Reese, also saw his 1950 Bowman image repeated in the 1951 issue. Those two weren't alone either, as Bowman appeared to be into economizing in those days. In PSA 7, this first of the Reese's dupes is a $300 plus card these days. 1950 Bowman, Rory Campanella, number 75. Like Berra, Campanella was just on the cusp of a run that would see him win 3 MVP awards in the National League and drive his team to untold glory. Along with Robinson, Reese, Duke Snider, and others like Gil Hodges, Don Newcombe, and Carl Erskine, Campy would help the Dodgers finally get off the snide with a World Series victory in 1955. These early glimpses of the Hall of Famer go for about $250 plus in slabbed near mint condition. 1950 Bowman Duke Snider, number 77. Snider was coming off his first 20-homer season in 1949 when this 1950 Bowman card was issued. It's interesting both in its action-laden landscape orientation and as a peek at a young legend in the making. Today it sells for about $250 in PSA 7. 1950 Bowman Robin Roberts, number 32. In 1950, Robin Roberts would team up with other young Philadelphia Phillies to form the Whiz Kid group that rode all the way to the World Series. That year, Roberts turned in his first of 6 straight 20-win seasons en route to a 286-245 record that would land him in Cooperstown. The action-packed 1950 Bowman Roberts card sells for about $225 in PSA 7 these days. 1950 Bowman Don Newcombe rookie card, number 23. Newcombe lands here with the only rookie card on the list. After winning the National League Rookie of the Year award with 17 wins in 1949, Nuke upped the ante to 19 victories in 1950. He won 20 in the Dodgers' 1955 championship season, then nabbed both the National League MVP and the Cy Young Awards in 1956 with a gaudy 27-7 record. All these years later, Newcombe's rookie card remains popular with collectors, and you can expect to pay around $200 for a copy in graded near mint condition. Like our video? Then like our videos and subscribe to our channel. waxpackgods.com